Let's add some power to your close here. And this is powerful, folks, and I've used this time and time and time again. Incidentally, if you do not have some kind of financial calculator, you need to get yourself one. I don't care what kind it is. I don't have any piece of any of them. I use an HP 12C. A lot of people use a Texas Instrument. I don't care what you use. Texas Instruments are cheap. This HP 12C that I'm holding in my hand here is an amazing computer in this little old teeny case. This thing is a wizard. You can take this and you can compute the interest portion of the 232nd payment if you so chose. You can run an amortization schedule across this screen. Do you need to know how to do all that crap? Nuh-uh. All you need to do is work this line right across here where it says N, I, PV, PMT, and FV. If you can work that, I mean, if you want to be a wizard on this thing, that's fine. But I've had this thing for 8 years, and that's the only line I've ever used, the only thing I ever wanted to know. And that Texas Instrument will compute the same thing. There's going to be times when you're going to want to know how many number of payments are left. There's going to be times when you're going to want to know the interest rate or the present value. In other words, what is the balance on the loan now? And there's going to be times when you're going to want to compute payments. That's what you're going to use most. When you're creating financing to go back to the seller, you're going to want to compute payments. And that's what you're going to use it for. Then there's going to be times when you're going to want to compute, well, what is this money worth 10 years and now invested at 10%? You can do all of that by just working those 5 buttons right there. And that's really all you need to know. I could give you a course on that in 15 minutes. If you know any 3 of the 4 ingredients, you just solve for the 4th. Yeah. Well, in this case, you just press payment. That's why I like this one. The HP 12C, you don't compute anything. You just press the button you want it to do. See, it's even simpler than yours. And I like simple. So now, where were we? I'm not going to steal your calculator. Show the seller how much they will still be owed after the payments they sell are now collected and the note reverts back to him. When you show a seller that you can sell off several payments and then they're owed almost as much as they were to begin with, it is incredibly powerful. And let's just look at this. To figure the balance, follow the following steps. Subtract the number of payments. If I'm going to sell off 52 payments out of a 360-month note, how many does that leave? 308. Now, you don't need this financial calculator to do that. All right? I know that if I'm selling 52 at the end of the 52 term, there will be 308 payments left, so I put in my calculator 308 in for number remaining. And then I put in the payment, 665.30. And then I put in the 7% note rate, because you're trying to compute the loan balance. You have to go with the note rate now that is on the note. And then I solve for present value. And folks, this note that I owe this seller, after this $100,000 note now, that I owe this seller, after 52 payments of $665 have been made to the seller is still owed $95,000. So when this 52 payments expires, the seller still has $95,000 coming. And that's after they've already received $25,000 for those 52 payments, isn't it? Is that strong? Do you realize, Ray, that I'm going to put $25,000 in your hands now, and 52 payments from now you're still going to be owed 95? He looks to me like you're getting 25 grand for 5,000. Doesn't it? Well, that's the way it works out, folks. I'm going to tell you, when you show sellers that, their eyes light up. Their eyes light up. But man, I can get 25 now, 52 months from now, still owed 95. If I want to, I can go sell off another 52 payments and get another 25. That's true. That's absolutely true.
Isn't he getting 25 for 5?
Yeah. Well, isn't he? Sort of. He's actually given up $38,000 worth of payments for 25 grand. Isn't he? But the truth is, if he's owed 100 now, and 52 months from now he's still owed 95, isn't he? He's only giving up 5 grand the way I look at it. No, that's not compounding. No. Yeah, time value of money. Absolutely. Y'all ought to study the time value of money. It's incredible. Okay. A list of paper buyers will be included in here, so you won't have any trouble selling them. And as I said, we're going to do a special report on how to use a calculator.